I'm gonna get this dude also moved to panelist. Oops. I think I got the wrong guy. Where's the other? There's way too many James. Here you go. Katina. All right. I'll get you back, James Wood, here in a minute. All right, guys. Good evening, everybody. This is Monday Leadership Call with the amazing Ron Yeager. We have a special guest, too, that didn't know was going to be a special guest, but now it is. James Katina right there. And yours truly, Carlos Salguero. We are so very excited to join you tonight. And just we wanted to do this one short and sweet. And the reason is because a lot of you guys are thinking about Christmas in 2 days and not necessarily being here. But I think what I wanted to do for tonight is something real simple, real short and sweet. And to me, one of the biggest things about Christmas, my favorite holiday, and I know it is for many, many of you, but you know, I was raised in a family that we always had God in our life in one way or another, right? Born and raised in Ecuador, as you know, 99% of people back then in Ecuador was Catholic. It's just one of those things when you're conquered by the Spaniards, your country ends up being Catholic, and it's just the way to do things, right? But you know, my mom had wisdom, and at some point we moved to a church that it was more of a Protestant nature, and we kind of started having a relationship. But you know, still didn't understand. And it's funny because and this kind of goes back to the core of the talk that I'm going to give tonight about what really Christmas is to me, and being saved, and having accepted Jesus as my Savior, and the gift that He is to the world, and the wisdom that is behind that. But you know, what's amazing really, and of course, when we say Merry Christmas, what do we mean? So in reality, the gift of having God in our lives, you know, I don't know if you know this, Ron, but I actually got saved at an Amway church service.
Wow. Okay? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is pretty amazing. You know, not that I had not believed in God before, but I did not formally accept Jesus as my personal Savior until, and I think it was a family reunion. It was called that, one of the events. And the days preceding, they said, hey, you should come. I don't remember. You probably remember this better than me. I think it was Sunday morning, right? Where they had a service, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know who it was. I think it was Mike Popovich or somebody else that said, hey, you should really come. You should not sleep in, and you should really come to the Sunday morning meeting, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, meeting? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool, man. I want to learn about this business inside and out. So I'm there, bro, right? I'm not going to miss this for the world. So sure enough, I show up to the meeting, and it was church service, Sunday service. So sure, you know, I sat down and I was like, oh man, this is different, right? And you know, they're talking about God. And then at the end of it, it was an amazing talk. And at the end of it, they made the invitation to receive Jesus as your personal Savior. And you know, I was overwhelmed. I was in tears, and it really got to me. And I you know, I walked to the front, and from that day forward, my life changed. My life changed in a huge way. My spiritual life changed in a huge way. You know, I started doing things completely from a different perspective, and I started appreciating the huge sacrifice that was done for us, right? And really, the thing that I wanted to convey tonight is that when that person invited me to that Sunday service, they gave me a gift, right? They gave me a gift that I didn't know what that gift really meant at that point. And I got to basically receive it fully when I received Jesus in my life. And what's amazing about this is that I believe that that Christmas really is a gift to humanity, because we get, Jesus being born was a gift that was given to us. And the reason I have you here, James, is because you guys just concluded an amazing tour. You can tell us how many cities, but you guys were really hustling for the last 2 weeks, and appropriately so. The name of your Christmas tour was called The Gift. So maybe you can tell us why is it called The Gift?
Wow, Carlos, thank you, man. You definitely put me on the spot, but I'll take it. And I appreciate you and Brother Ron, and just what you guys mean to so many of us here in the nation. We just finished. It was really a whirlwind tour of sorts, because we hit 19 cities in 22 days and played 25 shows. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how
you guys don't mess around, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Just to and when you're playing an hour 45-minute set of Christmas classics, you can't go wrong. Yeah. The only thing about Christmas music is you can literally only play it for like 3 weeks, and then and then you're done, and then you have to wait for that time to circle back. But the name of the tour, as you mentioned, was The Gift. The Gift. Of course, as believers, we know the gift being Jesus, and he was the ultimate gift to those of us who believe. But what we did is we looked at the meaning of the gift and what it means to us, but we opened up the conversation and talked about, of course, you have the gifts that are under the tree, that for all of us when we were just little kids, that's the highlight of Christmas, is to unwrap those gifts. But have we ever thought about things that you can't really grab a hold of as gifts? Things like joy, things like peace, things like change. Have you ever thought of change being a gift? Things like uncertainty. How about sadness? Has anyone thought that sadness could be a gift? Chip Dodd, in his book, Voices of the Heart, said that you cannot truly, when you're going through pain and heartbreak, you can't truly be healed until you feel the pain of sadness. You can't truly receive gladness until you're able to allow your heart to go through sadness. So in fact, sadness is a gift. Change, change is uncertainty. A lot of times, and I'm speaking for myself, in my years of getting acclimated from the islands back to the States, you talk about change, you talk about culture shock, you talk about going through a period of literally getting out of your comfort zone. But if I never went through that change, if I never stepped out and was uncomfortable for a season, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Yeah. Because it's amazing how when you're going through uncertainty, when you're going through change, it literally feels like hell sometimes. But how many of us remember that once we got to the other side, what do we say? Man, I'm so thankful that I went through that change. Yeah. Change is a gift. And I want to say in closing, as I think about closing this season, this month of December, this year of 2019, this decade, and as we enter into a new decade, think about all of the trials, think about all of the hurdles that you had to jump over to get to where you're at today as a gift. And when you could appreciate the gift of the past, I'm telling you right now, we have nothing but to be excited about what's in front of us, to be excited about the present, to be excited about 2020. So I'm grateful. And I want to say to you, Ron Yeager and Carlos, and of course, Dr. Nicholas Porter and the team, you all are a gift to each and every one of us. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, brother. Merry Christmas.
You, Jay.
And thank you, man, because, you know, one of the things that I was thinking about is the Trunited business is truly a gift that you're handing out to people. Yes. And your responsibility is nothing but giving it to them. I want you guys to, as you go into this next year, and really understand that the whole responsibility you have is to hand it to them. What they do with it, it is completely up to them. You have to be completely emotionally detached. You know, one of the beautiful things that I've seen is that as we are raised, we sometimes kids tend to be a little bit selfish initially in the beginning, right? We want it for us, you know, it's ours. We don't want to share with others. We don't want to, you know, let my sister play with my toy. I see it a lot with my kids. I'm sure you've seen it with yours, and we all have. And there's this sense of ownership that comes with things that are ours. But I think when we start changing our perspective and we start truly wanting to give what has been given to us, and I was thinking really hard about this the last couple of days, is, guys, there'll be people out there that will never have the chance to encounter the Trunited opportunity. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you are there or somebody else. The probability for somebody seeing this opportunity in their lifetime is pretty slim, no matter how big we grow, right? I mean, just think about it. There's still most people in the world still don't have a mobile phone, right? A lot of people don't have one. A lot of people have never heard or seen a smartphone. Now, to many of us, it's like, oh my God, where is that? There is still countries out there where, you know, they still have the flip phones. But we don't realize it because we live in a society where if you would go more than a few hours with your phone, you start going into panic attacks, right? Mm-hmm. We have become so dependent on these devices, which improve our lives in many ways, right? There's not a criticism on it. They're tools. They're tools that can be used for good, and they're tools that can suck a lot of time out of our days and take us nowhere. So really what I'm going for tonight is think about all the things you have. And we've been going through our gratitude challenge this month, and to me it has been eye-opening in so many ways. I hope you've been receiving the messages. I hope that they've been impacting you in one way or another. What we seek to do is add value to your life and to your business, of course. But as we start giving away this gift, this free gift that has been given to us, I want you to always remember your responsibility is to give it out. Nothing else. There's nothing you can say to somebody that is not ready to receive it for them to receive it and use it. It's like me trying to give a bicycle to somebody that is interested in running instead, right? It's going to sit in the garage collecting dust. And there's nothing I can do to persuade that person to go on the bike instead of run. So what we just need to do is detach ourselves completely from the fact that, oh, what they're doing or not doing, or I wish they were doing, or I wish they were changing their lives. No, that's up to them. The people that are ready to receive will be attracted to who you are as a person and will start paying attention once they see that, oh, wow, I want to be part of this group. I want to be part of this movement. I want to be part of this energy. I want to feel like they feel. I see smiles in their faces. I see that they're, enjoying what they're doing. They have purpose in their life. There's many people out there, guys, that are just going through the motions. They're going day in, day out. They don't really understand that time is such a precious resource that if we don't use it appropriately, what's going to happen is you're going to look back and say, oh my God, where did 40 years of my life go? And I'm still in the same spot. That is very, very unfortunate. And Ron can tell you all about it, that, most people don't really plan for the future. Most people don't really understand what's coming, don't really understand what to do. So our own responsibility is to give him a lifeline, right? If they choose to float on it, then great. If they choose not to, then love him still, because it might be just not the right moment in time. But our job really is just to hand it out as many times as possible, build relationships, say hello to people, smile, send as many Merry Christmases as you can, send as many happy birthdays as you can, start conversations, engage people, and just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and just as long as you're moving forward towards your goals, you will never be stuck. The minute you decide that it's okay not to be a legend in 6 months, it's okay not to make $10,000 a month in 3 months, but that you are progressively moving towards that goal with your daily activity, because the secret is really in our daily activity. As long as you're making 2 to 3, 5 contacts a day, consistently, day in, day out, it's like going to the gym and punching that bag 1 hour for 5 days a week. Guess what will result at the end of the day? A sculptural body like James Katina, right? And some big guns too. And a smile on your face to top that, right? So that is really the message for tonight. Let's see Trunited as that gift that has been given to us by somebody. And hopefully, if you know who that somebody is, maybe that person is not even active in the business, go back and say thank you to them. Send them a message and say, hey, in my case, Nicholas Porter, thank you for the gift. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Ron, you want to say a couple words?
Yeah, you're just speaking truth. And if people are truly in this and see this as the long-term solution to many different areas of their life that they're trying to upgrade, secure, all these different things. Over a third of my business in the Amway business, over a third of my biggest legs, if you will, actually didn't get really engaged until 12 to 18 months had passed. So I planted seeds and I told people where I was going. Okay, I cast a vision, if you will, of where I saw an opportunity. And of course, Trunited is on steroids better than what we had to use, Carlos, in our past lives. But you don't wait on people because you just don't know what their timing is. And if we always leave it good with people, smile on our face, how you doing, and this is where I'm going. Most people, their timing isn't immediate, or at least they don't think it should be. And that's the challenge of, educating a bit more about why you should take a look at Trunited now. And I'm going to put out some messages here in the next few weeks that I hopefully will enlighten people a little bit more in that direction. But because I didn't wait on those people to get going, I just kept the lines of communication open, and a full third of a multiple six-figure business came on board over those next 12 to 18 months. And they just would call me up and say, Ron, How's your deal going? Is it still going well? Yes, it's exceeding what I thought it was going to do. Well, my situation's changed a bit. Can we have coffee? Or how fast can you come my way, and let's sit down and let's talk about it. And so, guys, if you're in the seed planting business, you can't judge the timing of when that seed's going to come up. As much as we want it today and we want it for them today, just let people know where you're going and let them see your taillights, and just keep it in front of them best you can if they're open to communication through social media and things like that. But that's what we did, Carlos, and that was advice that I got early on, and it that way I didn't have pressure to, bring somebody on now and go over the top. So,
thanks, buddy. Appreciate your insight. I've added a few of the leaders to the panelist board, guys. I wanted to just give you the opportunity to give folks a Christmas message or whatever's in your heart. 60 to 90 seconds. Let's keep it this short. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Carlos, Ron.
Hey, brother. How was New York?
It was fantastic.
Oh, man. Love it.
It looked like a blast.
So I just got to show you. Natalie's going to kill me for showing you guys this, but look, we're going to be celebrating Christmas in a hotel. So we just went and bought us a little Christmas tree. I got the lights decorated around the jacuzzi, the tree here decorated around the bed, and we're gonna be here in Lufkin for the next 4 days. And there was no room in the inn, so we got the Hampton Inn and Suites through our Trunited travel link. How you like that?
Beautiful. Love it.
No, we're just very, very thankful. We're very thankful. We got to go spend 3 days with Ashley, and now we're here in Lufkin. We're going to see Sarah. I'm going to see my dad, my sister, my brother, and just so thankful. We've got such a beautiful company here, and I'm really excited about 2020. And I just feel really, really, really thankful to be where I'm at. I've got the love of my life. 2019 was the best year of my life, and 2020 is going to even be better than that. And I'm just so thankful that Trunited is a part of that I'm a part of Trunited. And there's some great, great people, great friends that I've made because of Trunited. A lot of them are on this call right now. And I just want to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas. And here is to a phenomenal, phenomenal 2020.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you,
Love
buddy.
you, Kevin.
Merry Christmas. All right, I'm going to start calling out names, guys.
All right, before you start calling names, let me
there you go.
Hey, Carlos. Yeah, it's funny you were sharing about that. That you went to an Amway Sunday service. Well, that same thing to me. It was actually I think Bill Britt was preaching.
Oh boy!
And then after that, I know after that it was a John Maxwell. But it was the same thing for me. That they said if you want the secret to how to build a business and really succeed, you need to come in Sunday. I'm like, okay, I want to know the secret too.
Yeah.
So we did find it, and it truly was a secret. And just to me is like reflecting. December is always my favorite time of year too. But it doesn't have to be December. It could be every day, because every day, is a gift that just because December is reminding us of the season. But be a blessing every day to somebody. You never know whether it's just a hi, a smile, or you're in line and buy somebody a lunch or something like that, because you never know what they're going through. There could be somebody there that all they need is for you to say hi to change their world. And then from there you could and don't even think about it. Like I said, if Trunited comes up along the way with discussion, great, but just be a blessing, and be and share, and literally really take interest in other people's lives. And that's something that I'm definitely gonna amp that up in 2020, and just go out there and just be out there and say get involved in people's lives. And obviously as far as the business, obviously still building Trunited, and that's the main priority too there. But just so grateful. Thank you for every single one of you guys here on this Zoom, and let's go kick 2020 in the gut.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man.
You're on. Hey, buddy.
Steve.
Hey, everybody. Hey, how is everybody tonight?
Doing amazing, brother.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've already had our Christmas, and my wife is off the next 2 days. So I'm going to be spending my Christmas probably just about like Kevin's. I hadn't got any lights around the bed or anything, but still, that's a thought. I might do that once she's gone tomorrow. Who knows? So anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know. Definitely, guys, I'm excited for 2020. I really appreciate Kevin Weldon so incredibly much for one of our BDC calls on the word accountability. Guys, that's changing me a lot, and it's definitely with Kevin and with Carlos. I really look up to all you guys, but Carlos, I really look up to you. I don't see how you do what you do. I don't, and I couldn't even begin to imagine how you get everything packed into your day. Here I'm running one business, Trunited, and that's it. And I barely keep up sometimes. And here you are, you've got the warehouse and taking care of everything. But I'm excited for 2020. I say it on my calls many times, almost on every call, is guys, and if Ron's going to talk, let him say the phrase about the well, because that is definitely what it is. And the fact of the matter is do I build my business on a daily basis? I talk it on a daily basis, but I look at my business 6 months out, 12 months out, 18 months out, 2 years out. Guys, will we be there, and will this whole industry come to us? I will 100% guarantee you it will. We have the best in the world, highest comp playing pan, I can't even talk, in the world, period. Guys, there is no companies. I've been around 35 years, and I know some of you guys, I know Mike Feinberg's 50 plus. I'm just excited where we're going, for sure. And that's my 90 seconds. I was timing it over here, Carlos.
No, good job. You did amazing.
Anyway, I appreciate all you guys. Merry Christmas. If anybody needs me, guys, all you guys have my phone number. Guys, I'll be in front of the computer all day tomorrow. And then Christmas, probably still leave the phone on, but I think just some quality time watching Hallmark movies, whatever, all that mushy stuff. So anyway,
awesome,
let's
Steve.
pass it on to the next one.
To summarize what Steve said, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, guys.
Absolutely.
Love
I can come on next time and just say that one phrase and hang up. Okay,
Merry Christmas.
You too, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos, this is James. I'm not timing myself, but I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it super short. You know, I such a powerful message. You know, the fact that Trunited being a gift. You know, from a business opportunity standpoint. In fact, just moving forward, rather than going out each and every day trying to find people to pitch the business opportunity, you know, what if as a group, think of the energy, what if we all move forward and we treated this opportunity as a gift? You know, just I think so many people have a challenge trying to figure out what to say to people, because their first thing in their mind is, how do I pitch somebody? How do I have this conversation to get them to jump on board? But if we shift into, we have something that can help people, it's a gift. If they take advantage of it, great. We have plenty of people that'll lock arms and train them and work with them and mentor them and you know, pour ourselves into them so that they can be successful. But if they don't, that's not something that we should take personal. We gave them a gift. It's completely up to them. You know, this is a chance for people to build something significant, you know, with their future, and their family. You know, the other day I mentioned this in the leadership chat. And I don't know how I came up with this, but I was just thinking, you know, so many people, in fact, most people that we know, probably everybody on the Zoom will say that they will do absolutely anything for their family or for their kids. I'll do anything. I'll sacrifice anything. I'll do anything for my kids. And then they wake up the next day and they swing their legs over the bed and they just trudge through their day without really spending any focused time on how can they, how can they improve their lives, or are they living their best life? And, I just think that, the fact that we don't have no preconceived, notions on trying to pitch people so that we can sell them a bunch of overpriced stuff and make a commission. The fact that we've taken that all off the table, this really is just a gift now. I don't have ulterior motives. The only way to really make some money off of somebody is if we lock arms and partner with them and help build them up. Only then down the road are you able to financially benefit. And I think that's such a powerful component that if we really focus on that logic, then the feeling of anybody pitching somebody just melts away, because I have something, somebody said they're open. We have a conversation. I show them what it is that we have. And in no time does it, or should it feel uncomfortable, like I'm trying to gain on them or the shoe's going to drop. Look, it's free. There's no catch, normal price stuff. If you're open, I'm excited to work with you. In fact, meet my friends and let's work together. So anyways, in the spirit of giving, what a great message to kind of come full circle and just focus on sharing this platform as the gift that it is. And I love all you guys, by the way. We have amazing leadership group.
Love you,
Everybody.
Will.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Thank you.
Okay,
well.
I think my mic was off this whole time. I just want to say that I agree with what everybody said, that this is a gift, and we're so fortunate to have this gift, and there's so much that we can be doing with this gift. And most of us here have been doing that all along. And we're still learning from each other how to spread this gift, other ways of doing it, in person, via computer, all the different ways. And the other thing is, Gilmore took the words out of my mouth. We're so very fortunate. We take so much for granted, but it really is a time of giving. So everywhere you look, you can just see certain people could use a helping hand, a smile. More than that, spend a little time in the soup kitchen. I have a neighbor who's 92 years old and collects food for the soup kitchen, goes there all the time, and he's 92 years old, and it's amazing. Wow. So that's my message tonight. I appreciate all of you guys and the girl that's missing, and thanks everybody.
Thanks, Francine.
And
You're awesome.
and my message is give. As we go into the new year, my passion has always been the veterans, especially the young guys, come back with missing limbs and things like that. So that's going to be part of my giving for next year, aside from all we give through Trunited and help others through Trunited.
That's awesome, Francine. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I love your hat.
Thank you. That was my warm weather hat. Drizzling here.
I like it.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
Might be a little background music because my wife's over here getting some bacon done for tomorrow. So
Yummy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Teresa, be careful what you say because we're live. This is my favorite time of year, and mainly because we've been talking about gratitude and giving, and actually Thanksgiving's probably my favorite holiday, but Christmas is right up there too. But I think as a message, if we would take this time of year and the attitude that everybody gets this time of year, and if we would carry that over to all year round, and with the Carlos, your talk about giving Trunited as a gift, and if we carry that throughout the year, this company is going to explode.
Yes, sir.
And my message to everybody is that I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. Merry Christmas the following day. And I am extremely excited about what's coming in 2020.
Appreciate you, brother. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Merry Christmas.
All righty. Who's missing?
Rich.
Rich. He's probably baking too, something.
Probably baking.
All right. James Katina, you're next, brother.
Hey, man, I just, again, appreciate everyone, and I'm really, really excited about 2020. And here's the deal. Remember, be loyal, be committed to what you started. Be committed to what you started. And when you start something, you finish it. You know, we still have a few days left here in 2019. And I think we have an opportunity to prove to ourselves. You know, we've been talking a lot lately in this leadership group about accountability. Accountability starts first and foremost for me. It starts with me being accountable to myself. And so I just pray that as we have much anticipation for 2020, may we finish strong, because here's what I know. The way you exit out of a situation is the way you enter into another one. So Merry Christmas. Love you all so much. And thank you again.
Merry Christmas,
brother.
Hey, I'd
Merry
like
Christmas.
to say one more thing.
Yeah, Francine, please.
I was looking back on how we were talking about people we were letting know about Trunited, and I just want to say, with me, nobody's safe. I was visiting my aunt tonight, and I told her I have to go home soon for our meeting, and I started to tell her about Trunited and all we have with Trunited and the travel. I know we want to save that for later for people beginning, but that was very enticing for her, and so she's definitely interested. It would be a very great asset for her to have that as an extra business for her. Although she cares for my aunts, when she's sleeping, she could be on the computer making contacts. So.
You got it. You got it, Francine. That's awesome. Well, everybody, we wanted to keep this somewhat short. And more than anything, I'm so very grateful for this group of people, of special people that have been attracted to this opportunity because of what it stands for. And it stands for really something so perfect, in my opinion. You know, all the obstacles have been removed. Every single thing that could be an objection to somebody has been taken away by our founder. The only thing left to do is to put it into action, to give it to as many people as possible. Think of it as a precious gift you're handing to the next human being that you have in front of you, or through the computer, or wherever you can reach. And eventually, I am certain this won't only be here in the US, it will go worldwide in due time, and we will have the opportunity to reach the masses. So it starts with us. It starts with our daily activity. It starts with our daily giving. I was blessed today because we had a party at my company, and we had many of the families of my employees come. I had asked them to bring their kids, and to bring even some kids that they might not have the resources to get a gift. And we, with my daughter Gabby and Caleb, we packed a whole bunch of gifts in the last week or so. And the kids actually put their own money to buy these gifts for the kids at my company. You know, I told them what it meant, and they're like, oh, so they went and ran to their piggy bank. They got money from their piggy bank. We went to buy the gifts for the kids. They wrapped the kids. And, you know, I see my kids happy a lot, but today was a special kind of happy because they were not in the receiving end of those gifts. They didn't get any gifts themselves. They just gave away a whole bunch of gifts.
Awesome.
And that special happiness that I saw in their little faces today was precious moments, because I saw them making another person smile. And it was amazing too, because Gabby makes these little bracelets with these rubber bands. And out of the kindness of her heart, she decided that she needed to make a bracelet for each one of the kids. So all in all, it was like 60 kids. So she was a busy bee for the last 5 days making bracelets, to the point that today, after the gym, she went to the gym with us this morning. She said, man, I still have 15 bracelets to do. And I was like, baby, you can do it. Just go get them done, girl. And she had the list, the Excel spreadsheet in front of her, finishing her bracelets, and she gave them away with joy. So let us be those children that give away with joy without expecting anything, but give some smiles out there. Thank you so much, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Have a
to
blessed
all.
time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Carlos.
Hey, thank you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good night.
Christmas, Merry
Awesome.
Love you guys.
Appreciate you guys.